This past weekend was eventful to say the least for Serie A. Inter Milan recorded their 8th successive win. AC Milan remained undefeated, and Ronaldo got back to where he was in 2020 by starting off 2021 with 2 goals and 1 assist to lead Juventus to another win. Napoli and Roma are ahead of Juventus in the Serie A table, and this all begs the question, who will win Serie A this season? Hey guys, We Talk Football here, and today we look at who will be crowned champions at the end of the Serie A campaign. Going into this season, Juventus wanted to secure their 10th successive Serie A title. And with Cristiano Ronaldo on their team, you wouldn't think otherwise, as the Italian giants have dominated for the past 10 years with or without Ronaldo. Last season, it was easy going for them, as they didn't have too many challengers, except for Inter Milan, who were building a run of steam at the end of the season, and Lazio, who were on their tails for quite a bit. But this campaign hasn't been as straightforward for the Italian giant, sitting in 5th place with 7 wins, 6 draws, and 1 loss. As mentioned in our previous video, Andrea Pirlo, who was appointed at the start of the season, just has not been getting it right with this Juventus squad and has left them struggling. And although 1 loss on the season is nothing to be ashamed of, it is those 6 draws hindering them at the 5th place position and actually not even going into the Champions League next season, but in the Europa League. But things change with time, and as we've seen in this season, anything can happen. But let's talk about the league leaders right now, AC Milan. Going into the latter stage of last season, AC Milan were building a run of steam. They renewed Zlatan Ibrahimovic's contract, and were playing some wonderful stuff going into this campaign. But who would have thought that they would be sitting in 2021, top of the Serie A table, with 11 wins, 4 draws, and 0 losses, with 34 goals for and 16 against them, which is the 4th best defensive record in the Serie A during this time. The thing that has made AC Milan so special this season is they get the points in the games where it matters. Some questionable results, like the 2-2 draw against Genoa and the 2-2 draw against Parma. But in the game where it matters, like against Lazio where they won 3-2, against Napoli where they won 3-1, and against their arch rivals Inter Milan in which they won 2-1, they are getting the points, and all 3 of them to be specific. Against the lower league teams, there's a little bit more room for improvement, but sitting top of the Serie A table, and I'm sure none of them will be complaining. But the real test comes this Wednesday as they play Juventus, who are Serie A's top dogs. Although Andrea Pirlo has said that his squad are no longer the top dogs of Italy as it stands. And he is fair to say that, as this season, Juventus have just looked underwhelming. As we spoke about in our previous video, if Ronaldo doesn't score, Juventus don't win. And that was the same as they opened up the 2021 calendar with 2 goals from Ronaldo, and Juventus picked up the win. And just as you think Juventus have turned the corner, as they smash Parma 4-0, they lose to Fiorentina the next game 3-0, before after their most recent game, smashing Udinese 4-1. And it's just inconsistency which has costed the Italian giants once again this season. When it comes to the 2nd place behind AC Milan, it is their arch rivals, Inter Milan. Obviously this season crashing out of the Champions League was not part of their plan, but in reality it has benefited them, as now they have gone to win 8 straight in the league, dominating their opponents in most of those games, beating notable matchups like Napoli, Bologna, Sassuolo, amongst many more. And it is the young Argentinian Lautaro Martinez leading their club to victory, as he has been outstanding in these run of games. You also had the likes of Romelu Lukaku doing his thing, scoring goals game in, game out. But Lautaro Martinez has been the real bright spot in this Antonio Conte-driven Inter Milan side. Inter Milan now sit at the table with 11 wins, 3 draws, and 1 loss, scoring 40 goals, which is the best in Serie A, and having 19 goals against them. They are in superb form and giving AC Milan a run for their money, as they are watching their back, and every result matters going into the 2021 part of this 2020-2021 campaign. In 3rd and 4th place are 2 clubs who are very common to those spots. Finishing in those Champions League spots is very common for Roma and Napoli. Both clubs have been putting on the same performances for years and years, with Roma sitting above Napoli in 3rd place with 9 wins, 3 draws, and 3 losses, scoring 32 goals and having 23 conceded, and Napoli sitting with a record of 9 wins, 1 draw, and 4 losses. In terms of those 2, right now you could flip a coin between which one will finish 3rd or 4th place. But it isn't just the top 5 that is making the Serie A season very interesting. As all leagues, everything is up in the air in terms of results. Small clubs upset big clubs, big games are usually lackluster, and in saying that, from 9th to 5th place where Juventus stand, there is only a 5-point gap, with Sassuolo and Atalanta, who are in 6th and 7th, only being 2 and 1 point behind Juventus. It is truly a big season for these clubs, as any of them could qualify for the Europa League or the Champions League, and Juventus better watch their backs. And if Ronaldo and co can't put some results together, not only will their 9-year streak be over of Serie A champion, they could be looking at a spot in the Europa League even, as every club in this top 9 has a chance to go to either European competition. There truly is a hunt for top dog spot in the Serie A this season, and this really could be the most entertaining league to watch in this 2021 campaign. Keep your eye out for results from AC Milan, Inter Milan, Juventus, Napoli, and Roma, as they could be swapping spots frequently in the table as each club looks to pick up form. Let us know who you guys think will come out top on Serie A. Can AC Milan end that drought and go back to their glory day? Or Juventus come out with Andrea Pirlo in this 2021 campaign and reclaim their crown? Please be sure to like, subscribe, and share, and we'll see you guys in the next one.